Okay guys, so let's dive right on in. So today, of course, I'm going to be going over some of the things that I got in my last 2 months Boxycharm. I'm new to Boxycharm. I've only gotten it the last 2 months. But what I figured would be kind of cool is if I was to put a look together that used all the different products that came in the Boxycharm. These are the little cards that come with the Boxycharm. And this was my last one. I believe it's $20 a month for Boxycharm, and the stuff that you get inside is full-size products. It's frickin' bomb. So it tells you exactly what comes in the Boxycharm, and also will tell you the retail price of everything and how to use it and tips and tricks and stuff. So I'm gonna go through the first month that I had. And first thing is a cream contour palette by Beauty Creations. This is what it looks like. I like that it's cruelty free. It's got 6 different shades. Here is the palette. Okay, so this retails for $15, the cream contour palette. So that's what, $5 less already than the Boxycharm. And then the next thing is something that I've used already a ton and I really love it. It's a round contour brush by Crown Pro. This round contour brush retails for $24.99, and this is what it looks like. It's super dense. I'm obsessed with how this applies my favorite foundation at the moment, and you guys will see that. And then the next thing is a brow brush. Okay, so I'll do like 2 things. So a brow brush by Brow Gal, and it's really cool because it has, of course, the angled brow brush and then the spoolie on the end. And then it also came with the convertible brow. Now the convertible brow retails for $35. And this is what it looks like. Da, 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 da. So mine's in the palette shade 2 for brown hair. And the brow brush retails for $14. And the very last thing that I got in that month's Boxycharm is the Temp 2 Liquid Glow, and this is a liquid or cream highlighter. It's really pretty on the skin, especially if you're just at the pool. Not that we all wear makeup to the pool, but if you wanted to go out and you wanted to put some on your shoulders or on your cheekbones and just be like a glowing goddess, this is bomb. It's so pretty. Okay, so for the next month or last month's Boxycharm, I received an eyeshadow palette by the brand Real Her, and this retails for $28, and it comes with either the 1, 2, or the 3, I guess, and I've got the 1. There's 9 different shades in here, and I've played with this a little bit. There are some shades that I like more than others, but I'll show you how I'm going to use it today. The next thing that I'm actually not going to be using in this video but came in the Boxycharm for obvious reasons, it's skincare. So there are 3 sheet masks by BioBell Cosmetics, and these retail for $14.97. Now I don't know if it's just for one, I'm sorry, I'm spitting. I don't know if it's just for one or all 3 it's $14.97, I'm not really sure, but these are the masks. Woo! Okay, so the next thing is something I was so excited about. This is by Artist Couture. This is their Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Illuminati. Now this is a blinding highlight that I can't even describe to you. So I'm really excited to use this with a light hand because I don't want to be glowing to the gods today. I want a little bit more of a soft, subtle glow, but still really excited about that product. This retails for $26.99. So 2 things left. This is by Ofra Cosmetics. It is their long-lasting liquid lipstick, and it is in the shade Santa Ana, I want to say. Yeah, Santa Ana. It came with this little card as well, which was really cool because it'll give you 30% off for ofracosmetics.com. Oh, and this retails for $19.90, the liquid lipstick. And the very last thing that I got is also something that I've been using, and you will notice because it's not clean at the moment, but it is a Luxie brush. It's the Rose Gold Pro Precision Tapered Face Brush, $6.40. This retails for $24, and you can see it's really long bristles. It came in a little bit wonky looking when I got it out of the box, but this thing, it's a beauty. I love how natural it can blend things out. So that is an overall description of all the products that came in the last 2 Boxycharms that I received, so let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. So the first thing I'm going to be using for my primer is actually, this is a trick that I kind of picked up on from Nikki Tutorial. So she's a super famous YouTuber. I love her to death. She's got the coolest tricks. But this is the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. This works as an excellent primer. But this has a high amount of glycerin in it, which helps the products actually stick and cling to your face. One thing that I really hate is when I go crazy and put on primer, my skin always turns super red. For foundation today, I'm going to be using my all-time favorite foundation. It is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This foundation, you guys, is so incredibly affordable and it is so beautiful. So right now I'm in the shade 203 because I have a bit of a tan. And to apply the foundation, I'm going to be using that brush that we talked about earlier. And you guys, how this spreads the product. Harper is just staring at me. But this seriously blends like a dream. You guys like that foundation lip? Yes. The next thing I'm going to go in with is that contour palette by Beauty Creations. So what you want to do is take a synthetic brush. I'm going to be using the Morphe E8 brush. I'm going to put the highlighting colors down first because I want to use the same brush. And mix these two. Kind of pat them in here. And I'm praying to Jesus that this will work as a primer for my lids as well. Put this to the test. You want to highlight the center of your forehead and your chin, down the bridge of your nose. Now for the contour shades that the highlight is on, actually mix these two. And right into the hollows of the cheeks. Holy mackerel. And around the forehead, just along the jawline. And the sides of the nose. And then we're done. Just kidding. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking a wet beauty sponge. This is by Real Techniques. And first I'm going to be blending out all of the highlight shades or the lighter parts of my face, and then I'm going to be blending in the darker contour shades. Not gonna lie, my shoulder is freaking burning right now trying to blend out this cream contour. I worked on my shoulders and my triceps 2 days ago, and my biceps yesterday, and my arms are so tender. I found that 27 was the age that I actually had to put in work to maintain a not so blubberous self. It's great. So the next, while our face is still kind of wet or moist, everybody's favorite word, I'm going to use this Temp 2 Liquid Glow. I'm actually going to be using the same blender that I got all funky from my contour, but I'm going to put just a smidge of this on, like a tiny little amount. And God, what is my hair doing? And dot this and blend to the high points of my cheeks, and do the same on the other side. All right, I'm feeling like a glowing contoured fool, so now it's time to set this face. And I'm going to be using my good old Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and just a fluffy brush and doing an overall light dusting of everything. All right, so next I'm going to be going in and doing my eyebrows using the Brow Gal, the brow powder that came in my Boxycharm, and then also the brow brush. I'm actually going to be using, let's see here. I'll probably mix these two shades here, the first and the second, and first I need to spoolie the crap out of my eyebrows because they're going crazy. I have the weirdest eyebrows. It's literally such a pain. So I'm just going to be filling them in softly, and let's speed this process up. Okay, so my brows are filled in. That was kind of a tricky process. It's almost like the end of this brush is a little bit too soft to pick up brow powder. And I'm honestly not a huge fan of filling in my brows with just powder. I like to use a pencil because I need a little bit more oomph, a little bit more than just a flimsy kind of powder in my brows. But for the sake of this video, we are going to make it work. So next I'm going to be using the Real Her shadow palette, and I'm going to be picking up the shade Fabulous right there and putting that all over my lid, just using a fluffy brush. So these shadows are not super pigmented, but it's a nice pretty dusting of kind of shimmery color, so I'm just gonna rock it. So using that same brush, because I don't feel like grabbing a different one, we are going to be using the shade Strong. It is this one in the palette here. And I'm going to be putting that all in the crease. And there's a lot of fallout with this shade, so just make sure you tap off the excess on the brush. Now using a smaller pencil brush, I'm going to go back in with that shade Strong and buffing that along the lower lash line. And I'm only bringing that about 2/3 of the way in. Now going in with that same brush, I'm going to pick up the shade Creative here. It's a nice pretty purple shade. I'm putting that just in the outer V of the eye. Lastly, I'm going to be taking the black shade in this palette. It is the shade called Smart. And with a small liner brush, I'm going to be just pushing this into the base of my lash line, almost as a liner. I'm surprised to say that that black is actually my favorite shade in the palette. It is extremely pigmented, a lot more than the other shadows, so I'm pleased with that color payoff there. I'm going to bronze the skin using my favorite bronzer at the moment. It is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. I'm going to dust around all the areas that I applied the darker cream contour. Okay, I'm feeling very bronzed. We're going to be using the Luxie brush that came in with Boxycharm, and my favorite blush at the moment. It is by TUT. The shade name is Party. It's one of their Amazonian Clay 12-hour blushes. This was what came in the Sephora little birthday gift. When it's your birthday, they'll usually give you a little birthday gift if you're like a beauty insider, BB Rouge, all that jazz. But I like to use this brush actually for blush because this gives you a soft wash of color. Nice and blushed. So now it's on to the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Illuminati. I am kind of scared about how bright this is. First, I'm going to highlight the high points of my cheeks with this. Lord help us all. It's about to be blinding, I have a feeling. What? I'm sorry. Ah! Okay. There is no subtle highlight with this product. This is a very goldy shade, very, very pretty. And it's really popping even more because we have that Temptu highlighter, the liquid down first as a base. That is gorgeous. And I'm actually going to use that as my inner corner highlight for my eyes as well. Beauteous! I need to put some mascara on. The Benefit They're Real Mascara. I'm going to put a couple coats of this on. Okay, now to set the brows with Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And very last thing to use out of the Boxycharm collection is this liquid lipstick. Now this should be interesting to try and not get all over my Invisalign aligners. Wish me luck. Okay, so I kind of did a crappy job putting that on because I know that I'll be taking this right off. I'm not going to wear liquid lipstick around to a farmer's market and to get my nails done. I'm just not that kind of extra today, but it is a really pretty shade. The formula feels amazing. I really like that it's not drying, and I'm just trying to be super careful not to let it get on my teeth because that's great. But I like that it has a blue undertone. So for those of you who don't know, blue undertone lipstick or lip products will make your teeth appear whiter. So I need that right now because I feel like my teeth are really stained. It's not okay. So for the very last thing that we need to do now, we need to set this face, and I'm going in with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray and giving myself a good dousing here. And fan it dry. Alright guys, well I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial on how to use the last 2 months of Boxycharm product. I've been really pleased with Boxycharm so far. I really love how you get to try full-size products for just 20 bucks a month. I mean, the savings for this is outstanding. I don't even want to try and calculate it, but everybody's been saying that they've been waiting for me to post a new video, a tutorial, things like that. I've had the last like month and a half away from doing these kind of things, and it's been glorious. I've really missed doing this though, to be quite honest. I've had a vacation in Mexico, which was bomb. My birthday, my little brother's 19th birthday. I had Eric's dad's 60th birthday. We did tons of birthday celebrations for that. Eric's sister's 30th birthday, and her graduation for her master's degree, which we were so excited about. Congrats again, Brooke. But there's just been a lot of stuff going on, and for where I'm at right now in my YouTube kind of world is that I just sit here and relax on my floor. I have to film when there's daylight out. Some days it's kind of crappy and there's not very good lighting. It's just one of those things that you kind of have to work into your schedule. But I've really missed this, and I'm happy to be back, and I'm excited to get editing, which is really bizarre because I hated editing when I first started. But again, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm so happy to be back, and have a good rest of your day. See ya. Hey girl, are you embarrassed? Oh, you're embarrassed to look at me because you've been snoring this whole video? Hey you. Hey. You want a treat?